Hi there. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting content. Today, we're looking at the life of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who's been instrumental not just to Stoic philosophy but also to Rome, as he was one of the last few rulers to have reigned the kingdom. But first, let's take a look at how he got there. The Roman emperor was not born into the royal lineage but into a well-established Roman family in 121 AD. From these beginnings, it would appear unlikely that he would ever rule the Roman Empire, much less become one of the most illustrious Roman emperors. So, how'd he do it? Marcus Annius Verus, his father, came from a distinguished Roman family and could list senators and consuls among his predecessors, but he wasn't a member of the imperial family. The 3-year-old boy was actually taken up by his grandfather, who was close to the emperor in power, Hadrian, after his father passed away. Young Marcus attracted the emperor's attention, most likely as a result of his grandfather's prominent position in the court. After this, things moved swiftly. Marcus joined the equestrian order at the age of 6, and the emperor presented him to the priestly college when he was 7. Hadrian, the Roman emperor at the time, was compelled to choose a successor while his life was ending. Since he didn't have children of his own, he chose Lucius Ceionius, who unpredictably passed away before Hadrian. Senator Antoninus Pius was Hadrian's second choice, who ended up adopting Marcus Aurelius, along with Lucius Verus. Marcus was then next in line for the top job in the empire after Hadrian passed away. His education would soon become a top priority, and he would have the honor of learning under Herodes Atticus, an Athens-born rhetorician, as well as Marcus Cornelius Fronto, his Latin teacher, whose letters to Marcus still exist today. Marcus and Lucius succeeded Antoninus as co-emperors after his death in 161. The two upheld a delicate balance of authority and respect, while dividing the duties of imperial rule. Marcus assumed the role of the empire's spiritual and intellectual leader, while Lucius was in charge of its military and defense affairs. They split their responsibilities according to their respective areas of expertise, and Rome saw a lot of prosperity under their rule. They had a happy partnership despite having different personalities and skill sets, because this connection was marked by trust, devotion, and a shared dedication to the success of the empire. But soon enough, the hard realities of Roman imperial life would put their shared reign to the test. A formidable eastern opponent, the Parthian Empire, started a war in 162 AD that would take up most of the co-emperor's time and resources. Armed with his military knowledge, Lucius was sent to the Eastern Front, where he oversaw a string of valiant Roman victories. Marcus, in turn, offered steadfast assistance from the imperial capital, running the government of the empire and preserving morale throughout this trying time. But after Lucius's death in 169, Marcus would rule alone as emperor from 169 until 180. The Roman Republic didn't have it easy under Marcus's rule, though. The empire came under constant threat throughout Pius's final years, and from 161 to 166, there was a Parthian war. Despite winning the battle, the Romans brought back a plague that would eventually claim 5 million lives. Both within Gaul and on the other side of the Danube, the Gauls were attacking the northern Roman boundary. As if dealing with all of this wasn't difficult enough, Christianity was growing and gaining political influence. Even then, Marcus Aurelius was an extraordinary leader who managed to balance the duties of an empire with the pursuit of inner wisdom, attempting to answer some of the most fundamental questions about how we should behave and how to live the short lives we have. You see, he was a philosopher at heart and a warrior by circumstance. His reign, which was characterized by both success and adversity, provides us with a singular window into the life of a Stoic philosopher and king, through both his personal journal, meditations, and the research of historians. So it may come as a surprise to some to learn that the famous Meditations author spent almost all of his reign fighting. In addition to all of that, the devastating plague not only killed his brother Lucius Verus, it also destroyed the empire's finances and wiped out the army. As the fifth and final of the 5 good emperors, he serves as an inspiring example that despite the saying, "Power corrupts everyone," this is not always the case. He was one of the most influential people on the planet when he passed away. Few people, if any, would have dared to disagree with him on anything because he could have anything he wanted. And still, he demonstrated that he deserved the position of authority. Marcus Aurelius led the empire with wisdom and virtue. It's critical to understand the gravity of that position and the scope of Marcus's power. At the time, he had one of the most powerful positions in the entire world, if not the most. His writings are all that remain today, and they represent a turning point in the thousands of years of Stoic philosophy, which has influenced both powerful and ordinary men and women. Although Meditations was never meant to be published, it's still available today and is still as popular as ever. The book reveals that the most powerful person on earth was dealing with the same issues that we face today, and those that we'll probably face tomorrow. One feels inspired to improve themselves after reading Meditations. It's clear that the author had humility, self-control, a strong work ethic, kindness, and reason. But he reveals even his weaknesses to us as he gives himself advice in the depths of his despair. Marcus constantly tells himself to keep his emotions separate from the problems of the world, to remain calm in difficult situations, and to treat all destiny equally, including affluence and poverty, success and failure, and life and death. Isn't that the ultimate lesson? The life of the Stoic emperor exemplifies how a strong personal philosophy can act as a compass in the face of difficulty and change. Also, Aurelius's appeal comes from his ability to ably juggle the responsibilities of both a philosopher and a ruler, proving that true leadership can be founded in a thorough understanding of oneself and the environment in which we live. Along with his accomplishments as Roman emperor, his contributions to the Stoic school of thought have also received widespread acclaim because they offer priceless insights on the nature of humanity and the pursuit of virtue. Marcus challenges us to face our flaws, accept humility, and pursue knowledge in all facets of our life through his thoughts, to recognize the transience of life, to live in accordance with virtue, and to be of service to others. The truth is that Aurelius's life is a testimonial to the effectiveness of Stoicism. Thousands of years later, it's still a way of living that can be used to overcome problems in daily life. He provided priceless advice in his writings on how to handle life's inevitable challenges with fortitude and composure, as well as how to retain inner peace, even in the face of adversity. His words serve as a reminder that we must look within for true joy and happiness, and that by developing a strong moral compass, we can successfully navigate the intricacies of our environment. Marcus Aurelius's capacity to articulate complex philosophical concepts in a friendly, interesting, and approachable way has contributed to his continuing appeal for more than 2,000 years. Even though his writings were the result of the inner thoughts of an emperor experiencing a difficult reign, they continue to inspire and speak to people from all walks of life. You get a rare opportunity to reflect on your own life as you go through his and examine the core ideas of his Stoic philosophy. This challenges us to think about what it truly means to live well and to seek wisdom in a constantly changing world. It's impossible to exaggerate the influence Marcus Aurelius's views had on Stoicism and the larger field of philosophy. Generations of philosophers, statesmen, and regular people like you and me have found inspiration in his work because of his original take on Stoic philosophy and his ability to apply these ideas to the real-world difficulties of running an empire. Marcus Aurelius has come to represent Stoicism in many ways, exemplifying its key principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. And now, you know how his life shaped him up to be the wise emperor that he was. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the life and teachings of Marcus Aurelius, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.